Hi guys, Artiar here. So for this video, we're gonna go through is Ming Shuo, which is 雷震子. I'll go through his Esper kit, what he can do, what he can't do, and then at the end of the video, I will show you some in-game battle showcase and some interesting combo as well. Alright, so Ming Shuo here is a Shimmer Esper that you can't obtain through Shimmer Summon. He is a Fuse Esper, same as Everett. So Everett is the free-to-play Esper. We can get him to R6 as long as you spend time to actually grind for him. It takes time, and then if you have Everett R6, then you can go for Ming Shuo. Then you can slowly go for Ming Shuo. I already posted how to fuse him video, so you can go check it out first before you watch this one. So this is the Ming Shuo's 3D model. Overall, I really like his design because he's a bird Esper, right? And then his wing is very cool. I like the highlight lighting around. And then I like his the goggles, his hairstyle, the eye. Oh, I just really like his design. I'm definitely gonna grind for his R6. I also like his kit as well. Alright, so let's take a look at his divinity here. So D3, if he doesn't have Thunderclad at the end of his turn, then he have a 100% chance of increasing his AP by 10%. It's not like a massive changes. Yeah, I would say it's just some bonus on top of what he have. Then overall it's more about his extra stats, right? And then this is his divinity art. It looks like he's like delivering parcel, and then there's a camera caught him, and then he's like delivering letter as well. Okay, so leader buff, he has a speed universal 25% speed leader buff. Nothing too game breaking, but it's a very good leader buff because it's a universal buff and it's also a speed leader buff. Then S1 here is very straightforward as well. Attack one enemy, deal damage, and if he crits, then your S3 will reduce cooldown by 1 turn. So this effect here we already tested is it will trigger even though through assist, even though through pursuit, or even through counter attack, will also trigger this upon a crit. Then the S3 cooldown reduced by 1 turn. So basically you want him to get spam as many S1 as possible to let him keep spamming his S3. So like Esper like Chuya or like Liam or like assist Esper like Champagne or Alice will make him a very good pair. I think he can also build in relief set if you really want to keep letting him cast his S3. Then S2 is one of his most interesting kit as well. He'll consume all his HP to gain this buff called Thunderclad. I'll go through the Thunderclad later. Then he'll convert his consumed HP to boost his own crit damage by 1.5%. It will last for 2 turns. So the thing that I am curious is like the consume all HP is like, does the HP matters? Like if you consume 100% of your HP or you consume 10% of your HP, does it really matters to how many HP you consume for your crit damage? From my own understanding, I think that is consume all your HP no matter how many HP you have, and then it will still give you 1.5%. 1.5% increase. It doesn't matter like how many HP you have currently. And this ability cooldown will not get affected by anything, which means you cannot use Ocean Wave, you cannot use Esper ability to reduce his cooldown. But you can skill it up. So it's 8 turn cooldown, right? So you can scale it up to reduce by 4 turn, so it become a S2 that have 4 turn cooldown. Then he have a passive, and this passive doesn't have a cooldown reset. So as long as Ming Shuo have an accentuated buff provided by Lu Shang, and when he revive, he have this buff, right? Then he will cast this S2 for free. It won't reset, so if he every time he die and every time he have accentuated and he get revived, then he will cast this S2 instantly for free, and he'll instantly get his Thunderclad buff. Alright, so for Thunderclad here, it will increase your crit damage by a multiplier. So this multiplier depends on if you're R6 or not. So if you're non R6, it will be 1.5. Then if you're R6, it will be double. It will times 2. So I don't think that the multiplier actually relates to your HP, because if it's HP, I have no idea how it's going to calculate. Like, is it like if I sacrifice 40k HP, is it going to give me 40k times 1.5, or if I consume 10k HP, then 10k times HP times 1.5? I have no idea. So I think that it's just whatever HP you have, they're just gonna consume everything and then just give you a 1.5% extra crit damage multiplier. Then it will increase your speed by 300%, which makes him the fastest Esper in the game. Then he'll immune to attack down, speed down, crit rate down, and AP down effect. But other than this 4 effect, any kind of debuff or control effect, it will land on him. For example, stun or CD up or AP swap, defend break, all these things will still affect on him, just that these 4 specific debuff won't be affecting on him. Then he'll also immune to all kind of ability damage, because it's kind of like the invincibility buff. So he kind of like, when you cast S2, he'll left himself like 1 HP, and then he'll get a 2 turn of invincibility buff to protect himself. But at the same time, this buff can actually get dispelled. So if you dispel it and you kill him, it is totally doable. Okay, then the last one is the S3. So the S3 here is an AoE damage that will attack 3 times. Every time is a 90% attack. So if you max skill it, this skill is a total of 360% of AoE damage. Then there's a passive. After each time Ming Shuo takes his action, he will ignore 15% of the enemy defense when he's dealing damage, up to a 75%. But this effect here will reset after any ability active turns when they take that turn. So like let's say release set, let's say like assist, let's say like pursuit, all these kind of action turn will let him stack up his defense ignore, right? But every time and any of them actually take the action, the enemy, then you'll reset it, and then you'll restack everything else again, including if they are stunned or they are freeze, all those stuff, they are still, when they take their turn, it's still considered as active turn, so you have to reset everything from his passive. So this passive here is actually very massive, because it kind of makes his damage turns into a true damage that can able to crit. So you have to find a way to let him keep stacking up as fast as possible, so his damage output will be very high. Okay, then for Rezo, R1. So R1 here will have a massive changes already, which is one of his main changes as well, which is the damage ignore from 15% will increase up to 20%, and the maximum 75% will increase up to 100%, so he can totally ignore the enemy defense. This is R1. So R1 will have already a massive changes at the moment you get his R1. Then R2 will increase his S3 final damage, so which is his main DPS output is from his S3, right? So R2 here will increase the S3 damage. Then here is extra stats. Then R4 here, the Thunderclad duration plus 1 turn. So originally when you consume yourself, you only get 2 turns, but with R4 it gives you 3 turns, so it's 1 more turn of extra DPS output. Then R6 here, the consume HP to boost the crit damage from 1.5 turns into 2. So basically the rest here is all about bonus stuff, like here's bonus damage, bonus stats, bonus turn, bonus multiplier, while the R1 here is actually giving you the defense ignore up to 100%. So I think R1 here is the game changing effect, then the rest here is bonus. But since he's a free R6 anyway, so just try to get his maximum output. It's just the matter of time, because you need to grind, right? Then for Rival Rune, he's going with speed set and Avatara set. Like I mentioned, Avatara set here will trigger a lot of counter attack, and the counter attack here will let him CD cooldown for his S3, and also stacking up his damage ignore as well. Speed wise isn't that fast, but it's a very decent crit damage, very low HP and very high attack. Alright, so this is his Rival Rune. And then let me show you some in-game battle, so can briefly go through as well. I really like his in-game animation, by the way. It's like really epic for his animation. Right, so let's say I put this here, right, and then you can see his profile picture is like so much difference compared to the other Esper. You see, other Esper's art style is like this. Then meanwhile, his art style is like so much more detailed. Okay, then let's take a look. His animation is very good, because Gaius is kind of similar than the Gaius animation, but a lot more better in my opinion. So let me try if I can trigger his ultimate animation. Let me make it slow, and I cast S3. Okay, I didn't cast it, but he will summon a thundercloud, then storm it down with a lot of like tornado, smoke, and a lot of those thunder elementing as well. Okay, one more time. So S3, summon, flying up, summon, then hit down. It's so much better animation than the Gaius one, right, in my opinion. Okay, then when he casts S2, he'll turn into like sacrifice all his HP, then he'll get invincibility and a 2 turn of Thunderclad. Then now everything here will get 0 damage. Then because he's gonna increase his speed by 300%, so he'll instantly take his turn. So he will still get a taunt debuff because he only immune to 4 kind of debuff. So he'll still get taunt, which is going to be one of the main issue. So after 2 turns of taunt, then he no longer have buff. Then anyone can actually kill him. Okay, so taunt might be actually a very effective debuff against him because he can only immune to attack down, crit rate down, speed down, and another DPS output buff. Let me see, what is it? AP down. Yeah, only these 4 kinds. So if you get taunt and you can't even cast an S3 to nuke them, then you're basically gonna die unless you have the other ally. He'll help you cleanse it or help you extend his invincibility or provide him invincibility as well. Then maybe some of you wonder, like, what if I put Sujue with him, right? Like Sujue protect him from dying. No, it won't work because if I make it their max level and they actually kill him first, Sujue will only extend his death duration. But because he extend it and then you cast S2, even though you're gonna get invincibility, you are still going to die. You're still going to die because Sujue's buff extend it, but you actually have to return the damage. Okay, let me try to trigger it for you. Alright, so he died, right? And then Sujue used her funeral, right? And then give her a bonus turn. So even though if I cast S2 now, I get invincibility, but because Sujue is death extend, I will still instantly die. So Sujue won't work with him. So his best partner is actually with Yujing and Lu Shang. So for those who already forgot, his S2 here have a passive. If Ming Shuo have accentuated upon revival, then he will cast S2 for free. So if you make an anomaly team, which is let's say Lu Shang here, and then you put in Yujing here, and then because his HP is so low, right? So let's say I put Yujing here. So Yujing will put the warm welcome for Ming Shuo, and warm welcome will revive him, right? Because after he died, then he'll get revived, and Yujing here will give immunity to protect him from getting taunt, all those stuff. And then if your Yujing here have the divinate, will also boost the accentuated a lot more faster. And because he's a fighter type, Lu Shang here will boost his overall attack and damage output as well. And if you have a Meta Liling that is R4, your Meta Liling can actually be the highest HP, and then then Yujing will still put the warm welcome on Ming Shuo. Then Meta Liling can use his R4 effect to actually make Ming Shuo to cast his AoE damage, because Meta Liling here, the R4 effect here is, it will make the ally who have the highest attack to perform pursuit attack with their ultimate, which you can make Ming Shuo cast his S3 to nuke them. And if you really want to put, you can, let's say, put Zihe here to protect your own teammate from getting killed from all those special turn damage like Momo, all those stuff. Or you don't want, you can also put the other Esper like Lian or Sakura for all those stuff, right? But for now, I'm just going to show you what happens if you put these 3 together, how the synergize is going to go. It's actually very amazing because the synergize is perfect. I think Yujing is actually made for Meta Liling or Ming Shuo. Alright, so let's say they're gonna kill Ming Shuo, right? But I have to apply the warm welcome first. Okay, warm welcome. I S3 bonus turn for Ming Shuo and put immunity as well. I can cast like S3, nuke them. I didn't buy any equipment, so there's no damage. S1 actually can AP push him to make him faster. Let's say silence them. Okay, S1 AP push him again. I can cast more skill. Okay, come on, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. Okay, he died. So he casts S2 for free instantly, and he will get protected by invincibility. So let's say you can start S1 now. Okay, protect warm welcome again. S3, bonus turn and invincibility. S1. Then he is no longer protected, but he have warm welcome, so enemy kill him, he instantly go into his S2 again for free. Then he can cast his AoE damage again and nuke them. Right, so as long as your Yijing and Lu Shang here is protected nicely and they don't die, then basically Yijing will never die because he'll protect himself by invincibility, and then Yijing will protect him by applying warm welcome. So you can see now Yijing died, right? So after Yujing died, they're no longer able to protect Ming Shuo. But if you are able to rotate it, it's actually a very, very strong combo, because every time he die, he revive, he trigger S2. Then Yujing will protect him again, something like that. Right, so we have a lot more things to actually observe or test him around, because I really like his kit, because he's a bird esper, and my own character profile picture, my small little chick there, is actually a bird as well. So I really like his design, I like his skill kit, I like his shimmer, and it's a free R6 shimmer as well. Alright, so basically that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to comment down what you guys think about him or your own opinion about him as well. And see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. Special thanks for the direct support on the YouTube membership. So for the benefactor of Artiar, which is Jen MP, Yaki Shibatails, Kemi, thank you so much for your support. And for the supporter and patron of Artiar, which is Louis Shenada, Agni, Code Wardeners, Wang Tamer, Ziggy, Kamaruki, Sunwops, Rimu, Chorny, Von Hexa, Antonio Winterspoon, Marlene Williams, Eric Mendes, Ium Cragren, Riku Fred X Iris, Calamity, Rocco Stenzions, thank you so much for your support. Special thanks for the direct support on the live stream super chat for the latest tag. Thank you so much for Code Wardeners, Calamity, Agni, Love Fatima, Fatima Little Underwear, Bloods, Riku Fred, Chorny. Thank you so much for your support.